What's up, guys? It's Matters, and we're going to be talking about the World War II Zombies leaked achievements, bringing us a bunch of new information regarding Easter eggs, weapons, wonder weapons, obviously the map name, different equipment we're going to be using, just a bunch of different stuff. I think you guys know by now when, a new DLC is about to release or a new game is about to release and the achievements leak, they give us a pretty solid idea and a couple, main points as to, what this map is going to be like and a couple different things as to what we're going to be using within the map. So this does that. And we're going to go through that. Obviously, I'm going to go specifically, on the Easter egg side of things. There's just a bit more to talk about with that. But I also want to cover the rest of the achievements because they're obviously pretty damn cool. And they give us an idea of what we're going to be using within this map. So that being said, if you can leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe if you are new. World War II comes out in 12 days, releases in 12 days. That's pretty insane. And yeah, let's get started. So the first couple achievements here, at least on the list, are the two silver achievements, at least on the PlayStation side of things, and obviously those are pretty much the Easter egg achievements. The first one is fireworks, and it says in the final Reich, and also that's the name if you didn't realize by now. The final Reich is the map name official. Retrieve the artifact. The second one, Dark Reunion, also a silver trophy, that is, not achievement. In the final Reich, save Klaus. I'm going to go back to those in a second because obviously those are pretty much the main points of the map, but those are, pretty much the two Easter egg achievements. So let's just quickly go through the rest of these here. There are only a couple more achievements. There aren't that many achievements, and the rest of these are all bronze. Pressure cooker in the prologue, survive until wave 20. In the prologue, survive until wave 20. I mean, let me start off here by saying usually there aren't that many achievements, especially with Trick, with like surviving to a certain round. But this is in the prologue though, so this is not saying in like the actual map, the final Reich, it's saying in the prologue. So apparently there's going to be a playable area in the prologue, which is maybe a harder version, so that's why surviving to wave 20 is such a big deal. I'm not so sure what it is, but it does reveal that there's going to be a separate sort of prologue section, a separate, separate entity from the final Reich in which we're going to be playing in. And maybe it's like Area 51 on the map Moon, like survive until round 20 till area. I don't know if it's gonna be as hard as Area 51 from Moon, but what I'm saying, it's sort of that like idea, like that before the map thing. So who knows what that is? That's pretty interesting there. Next one here, Red Mist in the final Reich, get 10 kills from a single bomber's explosion. Dark Arts in the final Reich, build all variants of the Tesla gun. There's another one here. I just want to skip down to this. Lightning Handler in the final Reich, build a Tesla gun. So Tesla gun, the wonder weapon, I'm assuming, and then there's different variants of the Tesla gun, and you get that achievement as well. That makes sense. So next one here, Strike in the final Reich, knock over 10 zombies with a whistling charge. I'm not so sure if that's one of the abilities that you get, that you pick in your class selection before you start the game, or if it's, that reminds me of just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's probably one of those abilities there. If not, you build it, you equip it on you, it charges up like the specialist weapon, and you have to knock over 10 zombies. So that's pretty simple there. Now, next one here, lurking around in the final Reich, find and shoot Dr. Stromm. Not so sure if Dr. Stromm was mentioned in any of the letters between Klaus and Marie that were not leaked, but they were teased back in June and July and May and stuff like that when the first World War II Zombies teaser started up. So we'll see if that guy's important. It's only really a bronze achievement. It's not really the main Easter egg achievements like we'll talk about in a second, but could be interesting. Maybe it's just like a boss. Find and shoot Dr. Stromm. Yeah, it could just be like a boss zombie that lurks around. Who knows? Next one here, Undertaker in the final Reich, kill the bomber with the shovel. Now, I'm guessing kill the bomber, probably one of just the main boss zombies. Kill him with a shovel. I mean, I think that deserves a silver achievement. If it's a boss zombie like that, you have to kill him with a shovel. That seems pretty hard. That seems pretty difficult. So maybe you upgrade the shovel. Maybe you just pick it up off the ground and then that's it. You just gotta kill him with a shovel. So that's gonna be an interesting achievement to see how that pans out. But that's pretty cool there. And the last one here, White Knuckles in the final Reich, survive 3 pest waves in a single match without getting hit. So the pest waves, their version of the dog wave, I guess. Yeah, pest, I guess they just call them pest waves. and just you cannot get hit. So that's not that bad. That's pretty interesting there. Now, really, let's go to the main ones here. Obviously, again, the 2 silver achievements that we talked about, retrieving the artifacts and saving Klaus. Those were really the main points of this map. Back with those teasers between Marie and Klaus, you know, they basically talked about, and then even within the official marketing, like the official marketing talked about them going to this location, this secret Nazi facility, to go and retrieve the stolen artifacts that the Nazis took, you know? So it seems like that is a main point for the map. And obviously, between the letters between Marie and Klaus, you get the idea that Klaus, you know, is sort of trapped there, and he's with the Nazis. It's Marie's brother, and Marie wants to save Klaus, and obviously an achievement, Dark Reunion, save Klaus. They're both silver trophies, and they both, the problem is, I don't really know exactly where they're going with this and what is actually going to bring us into the storyline. I think you have to think, how are they going to continue the storyline? Because, you know, saving Klaus and retrieving the artifacts are pretty, like, blunt, to the point trophies. You know, they're to the point. You're saving Klaus. That's it. You save him. Retrieving the artifact. You're getting those artifacts back. What else is there to continue? If it was like, you know, make an attempt to retreat, or I don't know if there's going to be a twist where you get the achievement. So let's say you retrieve the artifact that was stolen, but then the artifact is taken away, and basically you're trying to get this artifact back throughout this whole cycle, this whole storyline, or you're saving Klaus, but Klaus gets captured again. You know, it's sort of like a twist. Like, even though you get this trophy and you technically saved Klaus, you actually didn't, and you gotta try to save him again in DLC 1. But most likely, just looking at these 2 trophies, retrieving the artifact and saving Klaus, this probably is going to have nothing to do with the rest of the storyline. They're probably going to have a whole nother actual storyline. I think usually, especially the achievements with like the summoning key, like we didn't, I guess within Shadows of Evil, the giant, and even like Dreisendrach, we did, I guess, no, by Dreisendrach, we knew the summoning key was hugely important, but when the map was first coming out, we didn't really know the summoning key was this crazy thing that we would be using to collect the souls and just do all this insanely powerful stuff throughout the whole cycle of Black Ops 3. We had no clue that was sort of the defining factor of the whole storyline for Black Ops 3. World War 2, you know, these are the 2 Easter egg achievements. Retrieve the artifact, save Klaus, unless there's some secret one. But usually they show you the secret achievements, but I'm not so sure if it's there. There could be a secret achievement, you know, for like an even greater, because there are no gold zombies trophies, which is weird. So maybe there is a secret one, but I thought they used to show it. But if there is a secret one, then I'm wrong. But, you know, saving Klaus and retrieving the artifact, it doesn't really make sense for that to be like the whole basis of the whole World War II storyline. You know, maybe it'll build off of retrieving the artifact and build off of saving Klaus. Now we have Klaus on our team, and we gotta, you know, completely get rid of the Nazis, start the next couple DLC maps. Yeah, maybe it goes off of that, but right now I think it's really hard to figure out like what exactly is going to be the goal of the rest of the storyline, just based off of these 2 goals of the specific map itself, the final Reich. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen, man. It's going to be pretty cool. We'll probably get more information very soon as to what's going to be happening with the Easter egg side of things. Obviously, once the map releases, we'll have so much information as to the players' motives, you know, the Nazis' plans moving forward, and all that cool stuff. So, that being said, if you can leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.